Welcome to today's video, you guys. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on a boat. Hopefully this is helpful. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's get into it. We're going to go ahead and take out that rear drain plug back here. I've got my 2 catch pans just in case one's getting filled. Slide that one out and then we'll go into the engine bay. Alright, so we're in here in the engine bay on this left side over here. Right there, this is the oil filter, so we're going to need to take that off and replace it with a new one. We want to make sure the old seal is off of there, and then we'll put a little bit of oil on our ring just to make sure it seats nice and well. Alright, now that we got that new filter on, I'm going to go ahead and grab a Sharpie, and on the top of this I'm going to write how many hours are on their boat and then also the date I'm changing it for them, so anyone in the future or whoever's going to change this next can have an idea or know when it was changed. So that's done. Now we want to go ahead and go to the bottom of the engine here and drain the oil. Now if we go on the right side of the boat over here, I drop you guys down, that hose right there that you see, the end of it, that is what we want to grab. We're gonna try and push it out the stern, so let's see what we can do. Alright, so I reached on this side to grab it and then shoved it out that way. Alright, so now we got it on this side. We can undo this tube right here. Now this will take a little while because this is a thicker weight oil, and also usually you're supposed to pump it out, which this is a pumpless way to do it by just letting it drain. It did take a few hours. It was a good thing we changed this, because that is a lot of sludge in there. Now I'm just putting this out of the way so it won't be laying at the bottom of the boat anymore. Tips and tricks here. So you know those DEF bottles, the jugs you get for putting in your buddy's diesel, as long as he didn't straight pipe it, he's still running that DEF fluid. Well, you're going to want to take off the nozzle of that, so this sucker, and go ahead. What the trick is with these suckers are, we got our bottle of oil here. You'll no longer need funnels or spilling or whatever. You go ahead and take off that lid of that jug and it just twists right on. Now you're ready to fuel up. You can bend it at whatever angle you want and it'll fill it up with no spilling or any of that. You do have the air outlet that those DEF bottles have on the nozzle here, so you'll probably want that on top so everything flows smoothly. And then I'll show you how it works. So go ahead and tighten that sucker on. Here's the example. Our fill hole right there. Got our DEF hose from just a DEF jug. Screws right onto the nozzle. Got our oil. You just pour that sucker right there. No spill, no mess. It's working great. Once you're done with it, you just get that baby up. You go ahead and just give it a press it all on down. And all the rib stuff, when you press it, usually cleans out pretty well and goes back in. But you can take that off and then you can use it for whenever you need it next time, or put it on a quart jug or these gallon jugs. They all work like that. Want to make sure it's all filled properly. May take a while to get to the bottom. Now we double checked our fluid and make sure there's stuff in our dipstick. Before topping it off, even though it may say it's low, you want to run the engine, make sure it's all warmed up, and you'll go ahead, don't forget your clamp for the cooling system and your hose and all that good stuff, because you don't want to overheat your engine. But now that we got that topped off, we'll clean up the area and then send her on our way to the customer.